Hello, I'm FerrousPilot, and today we're going to be playing some more Banner Saga. Last time around, I don't actually remember what happened, but we're going to leave now, and we are going to probably go and try and journey towards who knows where. Actually, aren't we trying to go to where Juno was? I forgot the name of the city. It was a human town, though. I remember that much for a fact. And Ivan was very excited about it. A well-tended farm with plenty of livestock draws the caravan's attention. Upon your arrival, the farmer and his workers stand defensively within plain sight, crude weapons at the ready. Their crossed arms make their thoughts clear without a word. Let's just leave them alone. What's his is his, you say to the caravan. No sense in fighting those trying to protect themselves. Grumbling bounces around through the clansmen, but the caravan is moving once again. Ah, look at the poor morale, that sucks. I don't actually mind. I mean, the morale in this game, it's not that important. You know, that's based on my thinking. What the heck, where are we at? What is this godstone? I don't think I've been here before. It's like some mossy godstone. It's filled with some naked chick with a spear. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I'm sure we'll find out sooner rather than later. The godstone for Ingrid, goddess of knowledge, looks on as the caravan takes a much-needed rest. Iver shoos some children away from a solitary Dredge slinger lying dead beneath the stone. Oh, I know what this is. This is an amazing moment. Should we be worried about that? You ask Iver, pointing to the Dredge body. I don't think so, he replies. Still, couldn't hurt to have a few guards look around. Hours pass without warning. Let us inspect the godstone. Ingrid's godstone is carved with ancient ruins. Okay, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. Sorry. As you're readying to depart, you hear screams from near the main godstone. The same boys so curious about the dead Dredge before are shrieking and pointing. For a moment, you think it must not have been dead. But then you see that they have opened a wrapping that was in the Dredge's hands. Wait, says Iver, his arm across your chest. This shouldn't be seen. Get everyone away. A chill sweeps over you. Alette pushes past and gasps. Stop, shouts Iver. But the curious onlookers have already seen it. Leave it. On the ground before the Dredge slinger is a small stony figure, its hands searching for something it can't find. That's a baby. Oh, snap! Actually, I knew this was coming, but it's a cool moment, right? Because then you learn. It's like the huge plot twist that everyone already predicted from the start. The Dredge are actually like regular people. Except we're just waging war. Are we the real monsters or are they? Who knows? Find out next time on Let's Play the Banner Saga. And by next time, I mean right now. So, that Dredge is a woman? We've been killing women. We've been slaughtering women and children this whole time? Leaving them to die so the Dredge slingers are women, I guess? I don't know. In war, it's only the males who fight. Okay, maybe not. We've been fighting these Dredge the whole way. Why are women with children on their backs attacking us? They're not invading. They're running. Oh, shit! Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around, aghast. When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. A darkness, something black, is covering the world, and the Dredge are running from it just as we are running from them. The serpent, the quake, it's all the beginning of the end. Iver, you knew? Why didn't you say something? This isn't the time. When I was young, I killed one of the Sundar. During the Second Great War, we called it Raise. Every time we would build our defenses, it would flatten them and push us back again. I became separated from the rest of the Varl and stumbled upon Raise deep in a snowstorm. Alone, she was nursing. I threw my axe, it twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow. She didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. That's how I killed a Sundar. When I found my way to Grafheim, the Varl wanted to make me Kender, next to be king. I left, walked until I ended up in Skoger. Where I knew no one where no one knew what I had done. The only sound is the wind blowing through the trees. What a dramatic moment, right guys? For a long time, nobody says a thing until a child breaks the silence. "What do we do with the baby?" she asks. A lump forms in your throat, looking at the small obsidian creature swarming before you. We have to leave it behind. You can't take it with the caravan. It's a terrible idea. You plead a strong argument against taking the child of your enemies with you, pointing out that Bellower is still bearing down on you even now. The debate reaches a fever pitch before one of the Varl in the caravan walks forward and ends the thing's life. "Pity for the Dredge?" He scoffs, shaking his head. You return to travel and try to put the whole episode behind you. I mean, you can't just take it along with you, right? That would be a stupid idea. Somebody's probably going to kill it, even if you do, right? And then you're going to have do we kill this person who killed the Dredge baby? On one hand, it's a baby. On the other hand, it's a person. Who cares, right? I mean, it's better to just leave it behind, is my philosophy. I mean, to avoid stress building up in the caravan? Strife building up in the caravan. Strife, that's the word I was looking for. Ha! I know vocabularies. You're making the usual rounds when you hear a rather loud debate coming from the area that Varl have gathered. Iver joins you as you approach. "Ubin, you'd rather be known for falling asleep and dying in the corner of the mead house than battling asunder." "No, I'd rather be known for not dying." "Don't even know what you're worried about. I did this 100 times in the Great War." I don't know why he suddenly has like a Jamaican accent there, mixed with an Irish accent. I'll try and make it better. "Take some warriors, plow headfirst into the Dredge. They follow you into the hills, get lost, now they're not following you." "When you did this 100 times, did they have Bellower leading them?" "Have you never heard about the time I hit Bellower in the head with a throwing axe?" Both Varl halt their debate when they suddenly notice you watching. Don't stop on my account. "Careful, my friend, a lot of old history getting thrown around here." "The warriors were just noting that there's a damn good number of Dredge on our asses." "Bellower pulling up the rear. This one thinks he can just wander up there and throw them off our tracks." "How about some gratitude? I thought you'd be happy to finally be the oldest Varl in the land, Ubin." "I'm never happy to lose more Varl, Krumer. Besides, I'm not convinced you're really older than me." "I'll leave it to you." "Leave my ass. You must be used to Iver following your lead. In the olden days, I'd already be halfway to the battlefield by now. Speaking of which, you coming, Ingvar? You could ask Bellower for your arm back." "Don't think so. Not exactly in the mood right now." "All right then, I'll tell Haderborg you said hello." Krumer and a good many Varl warriors head out towards the growing army of Dredge. Is he going to come back? He always has before. But this time feels different, I fear. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't give a fuck about Krumer, cause he's, he's level 1 and we never use him. Also, I already did this event and I know what the result is gonna be. Spoiler alert, it doesn't matter at all. Except that it does. Look, you'll see, alright? We'll see. It's like when you ask your mom for ice cream when you're going out, and then she says, "We'll see." It always means no, right? No encouragement or tales of glory will lift the spirits of the caravan. "In the north we have times like this," says one of the Varl. The other giants grin, raising tankards and horns of meat. "Skål!" they shout, making short work of their drinks, explaining that each person takes a drink when someone tells a story that is more miserable than the last. Others join them for the second round, and mead is passed your way. Let's join the giants in drinking. Taking the mead, you shout, "Skål!" The crowd cheers, and laughter echoes through the camp for hours as each person comes up with increasingly more absurd stories of woe. The Varl's remedy is a success, and the caravan is in a much better mood the following day, albeit hungover and with less mead than before. Our supplies are dangerously low. But hey, we're at Sigrholm. That's where we gotta meet up with Juno, so it's cool. "Gather around, doubters!" echoes a shout in the distance as Krumer and his band of warriors break through the nearby foliage. "And behold the invincible Varl!" The caravan is thrilled to see Krumer return safely. Hey, wait, we lost 22 Varl. How did we get 36 back? That doesn't make any sense. Did the plan work? Asks Zubin. Work, responds Krumer. Of course it worked. Same old Dredge should be another day or two at least before they even find their own asses. And if you apologize, I'll tell how I found these, Krumer says, tossing you a pair of leather gloves that look big enough for a Varl. He leans in close, whispering so Ubin can't hear. Had something to do with a raven's nest and a hair tie. Let's check out Dunder's hand. Once we get to Sigrholm. It's probably a good idea. Also, we probably maybe should have bought supplies.
As we fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud homes sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake. What has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
Who knows, Rook? Who knows? Yeah, lag is cool too, right? Banner Saga? See, I don't understand this. Like, I can play fucking Wolfenstein: The New Order and it doesn't, like, lag like this. Except, okay, well, at least it doesn't lag for me, right? It might lag in the video a little bit if I forget to put OBS on high priority. Look, you don't care about the details of the way I record these videos. Let's just say, one catastrophe to another, says Oldlife as you pull into Sigrholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows and make makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Ivan, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't here, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up camp in the sinking town. Alright, so all I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of the caravan, you've inadvertently walked into a debate between Oldlife and Ivan. As long as we need to. And I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Why? What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. The people here are staring at us like those vultures in the wastes. I'm sorry, Ivan. I think Oldlife is right. I saw a man. The whole time we were setting up, he was just watching me. What a creeper face. Holy shit. She's only 16 years old, you damn creep. In a creepy way. Exactly what I'm saying. And how long before the Dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it more time. Rook, listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. I'm sorry, buddy. I know you love Juno, alright? But first, we gotta put our heroes up in some. First of all, look at these level 5 gloves. Dunder's hand. It's gives you some massive damage, right? So we only have 2 level 5 heroes. Giving strength to Ivan is probably not the greatest idea in the world. So we're gonna give it to Eagle, and then we're gonna take the thing that Eagle had, and we're gonna give that to Iver, right? Because it's got, 15% dodge strength attacks, which is quite good. Equip it, bro. Okay, cool. Cool. And you know what? We got some renown, so sending Krumer out was like a pretty solid idea. I do want to fight somebody at some point, but I don't know. Yeah, should we leave or should I stay or should I go now? That's a difficult question to answer. You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno. Worried doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here or something has happened to her. Are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream, or I don't know, you were pretty exhausted. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. Yeah. I don't know about this shit. Why is Belarus still following us? I saw Grofheim as it burned. The Sunder blew through it like a tempest. The Varl fell in the thousands. Most of the Sunder left the city and headed south. Who knows where they're heading now? They might be destroying every town they come to or heading towards Arborang. Belarus stayed in Grofheim just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Einertoft, I thought he must want to wipe the Varl off the map completely. But then he came after us. Maybe he knew Iver was the one who killed Reyes. Maybe, but let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. Alright, I won't take any more of your time. I don't care what it's like to be a vendor. No, it's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spend all day worrying about serpents or sunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated or scared, maybe, of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. Yeah, that would be nice, man. We could go out for drinks, have some fun time. Let's check out the market. Probably should get some supplies. 1 renown gets 3 is a pretty solid deal. But look at this Sylvan Dust Jarl's Seal. That's not very good. That's not very good either. That's not very good. And that's not very good. So, let's just buy some surprise. Days worth. 7 days worth. It's so expensive, these supplies, though. Okay, we got 8 days worth of supplies. I think that's okay. I'm of two minds about this. On one hand, supplies are good. On the other hand, fuck supplies. You know what? Look. Half measures, Let's do it. I know I said, fuck supplies, but we've gotta... Rook, wait, please, Ivan begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving, as though he'd be giving up on Juno. I'm sure she'll catch up with us. Ivan looks around across the lake with a 1,000-mile stare. He says nothing. We've got problems, says Iver. This whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that'll take. What do you think? Let's caulk the wagons and float across. No, let's attempt to ford the river. Pay locals to help? That seems like a terrible idea. Let's just detour around the flooding. Who cares? You leave Sigrholm and start to feel your way around a flooded area, which has washed out the road completely. You continue far into wooded area, which slows you down even further. Already committed, you hope you didn't make a grave mistake. You leave Sigrholm in a hurry, hoping to outpace the dredge that must be close behind. As you continue further south, you first hit overgrowth, then the forest before you find land that is dry enough to follow back around. By the time you circumvented the mud, you've lost a lot of time, and hope it doesn't haunt you later. Damn it, I knew I shouldn't have bought supplies. We're gonna lose all of them because of this roundabout path we took. Well, we only lose 1 day. It's not that bad. No, seriously, we only lost 1 day. It's not that bad at all. I mean, if we tried to ford the river, what if we lost the caravan, right? Gotta think about this sort of stuff. Probably should rest at some point, but, I'll rest when I need to save, which is, not now. Although it's coming close. Morale is not doing great right now. Look at this guy, he seems pretty sad. There's a dark forest being dark. While walking, the words of a mother's song reach you. It's soothing, nuanced, and about your current journey. When she finishes, a man begins a tale of his own verse. The woman quickly responds with another poem, and the entire caravan slows to listen to the entertaining competition. I'll ignore the poetry contest and keep an eye out for danger. The laughter and cheers continue behind you as you put some space between to remain undistracted. The male contestant soon admits defeat, and the clansmen quickly march on, thankful for the lighthearted distraction. That's not so bad. And we can stop now for a day. Alright, we can camp. Let us camp. And then, camp, we can rest, which is going to save our game, please. And then we're going to say we only have 4 days worth of supplies, but we got weak morale. And then I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.